Where do you go with your +1? Which restaurant are you satisfied with everything about it? The food, the environment, and the vibe. Well, people who make this happen don't have it easy.
I started this place from scratch, so there was nothing here. So it was just one container, so I had to build everything from scratch. So that was very, very hard. And I had closed another place, but that was not necessarily a restaurant. It was just a compound with a kitchen. I would tell people to come. But this was a whole construction. I had to start from scratch.
Companies like Amazon were started in a garage. Your favorite restaurant also had a humble beginning.
I started this business 4 years ago, but it started as a home delivery service. So I used to work at my mom's house. I used to operate from my mom's kitchen, and I would put my menu out there, and just the menu, local food with the menu and the prices, and I would put it on social media for delivery services. So I used to do deliveries by myself and still cook by myself. Yeah.
Even if you start small, when time comes to outgrow your environment, you can't resist.
To be very honest, it's the response I got from people. It was during COVID period when I started cooking the different foods. I was home and COVID was just beginning and everybody was doing delivery services, and I decided I need to be kind of creative with whatever I'm selling. So and I love things to do with fries, and I used to be creative by myself. I used to make the food by myself, eat it by myself. So one day I just decided to try and put it out there, and guys really ordered for the food. So I just decided, okay, maybe this is something I need to specialize in, and I decided to do it. Yeah.
Having a circle of friends and family who can support you set up a business is a solid asset.
First of all, the response I got and the support I got from so many people, so many strangers, so many friends, the support I got from my parents kind of elevated the whole process, because now I was in a good place financially to start a restaurant, because I used to sell a lot of food. It got to a point we used to sell so much food, we would not have enough space in the house. The whole house was just deliveries on deliveries. And then I realized that's the time I actually needed to open a place. But I didn't think it would be a big place. Yeah.
Some people get into business not because they failed in their careers, but because of the freedom of self-employment.
I had a good job. Yeah, I had a good job. I was there for 3 months and I resigned. And I continued selling popcorn. So it was a well-paying job. But everybody knows themselves. And I know personally I'm not a routine type of person. And I know that side of career was not for me, because as much as, you have a good job, I was just never happy to work in an office setup and to have all these rules and to have all these regulations being imposed on you. So I resigned after 3 months. I would say I had not known life like that at that point, because I just resigned and I continued selling popcorns, and then from popcorns I now ventured to food. So, and then now the food is where now it took off. So with doing economics and statistics, it was good, but with the way the system is in Kenya and getting jobs that you would think will elevate you in some way, I just wasn't seeing that happening for me. I was not growing. It was just I was doing the boss more favor than I would. So I just decided to leave and to put that same energy on myself. I was also very young, so it's like I didn't have much to lose. So yeah.
Most prestigious businesses in Nairobi are located in Kilimani and Kileleshwa, a place with few people but wealthy.
Because now when I'm selling my food, most of my clients used to come from these sides. Most of the deliveries used to come to these sides. I still reside along Thika Road, but most of food used to come to Kilimani, Kileleshwa, Lavington, Westlands. So for me to want to open a place around this place, I wanted to come closer to my clientele. Yeah, so about the rest I don't know, but for me, this is where my clientele is. But also Thika Road, and God willing, BWIBO is soon opening along Thika Road. So yeah, we'll venture to Thika Road. Yeah.
Employment comes with safety, but you lose freedom on the other hand. Businesses come with freedom and a lot of pressure.
At some point there was a power failure, so there was almost fire here. At that point there was a performance going on, and there were people around, and the whole event had to stop. I mean, that was one of my worst break points in this thing, because now it's total darkness. There's so many people here. There was a live band there. There's literally no way we're gonna get power from any source, so it just had to be cut short. And I had it because I had other issues that I was facing here. So that point was a bit hard. It was hard, and now just trying to impress everybody that comes here, it's not possible. For anybody running a restaurant, honestly, you cannot impress everybody that comes into the restaurant, but you can do your best. And I think that's all that matters. Yeah.
Despite almost experiencing a breakdown, BWIBO doesn't fail to give her customers the best experience.
When Avocali reached out to me, they wanted to come and perform. It was such a good opportunity for them to come. And when I tell you, we had a power failure when Avocali was here. So that was really bad, but they came back again. So they've been here twice. So they were just here last week, and having them here was such a good opportunity even for BWIBO, and also for like more people to experience them in live action. Because what I try to provide here for my clients is, because entry is usually free, so I try to just give my clients an experience where it's different from like normal restaurants. You just come and have a nice live band, like upcoming people in Kenya. I host a lot of Kenyan artists here. So having them here was such a nice experience. People had a very good time. Everybody was happy. It was one of a kind show. Yeah, it was such a good show.
With having started from a mom's kitchen and now operating in Kilimani as one of the best restaurants, BWIBO advises new businesses to press on.
Honestly, with how far I've come, what I can learn from everything that has happened to me is you just don't give up. Like I know this is a common phrase that people just use, but to be very honest, you just don't give up. Like there's so many times that even as I used to do the door-to-door deliveries, I would have stopped. Like so many times, because maybe some things are not going right, some people complaining, and you feel like, okay, now I'm failing, I can't do this. Even being here, even during the construction period, there are so many times I would have just walked out, but I didn't. And me being here right now and actually being very, very proud of BWIBO is because I never gave up, no matter what came my way. Like there's a lot that happened during the journey, but I didn't have a reason to just say, you know what, I should leave this alone. So whatever you're doing, as long as you have passion to it, and you also need to stop thinking about the money part. I know this is very sensitive because people do it because they need to earn a living and nini, but if you just put that aside and put in the work, the money just comes automatically. If you start chasing the money before you start putting in the work, and now you're looking at how much you're getting before you're even looking at what you're producing, it can alter the whole process. But if you just do something you're very passionate about, even if it's your job, you've been employed, you're still passionate about it, you do your best. You just don't give up. Unless you feel like this is not working for me and it's not elevating me, then, but if it's something you really want, don't stop.